Welcome. I'm Tania Aurora Whitecrow, and I work as a shamanka, which is a Northern European term for shamanic medicine woman. And I'm here today to offer a shamanic journey, which will take you through the other realms or other dimensions. So those of you who are new to shamanic journeying, this is a guided form of meditation that uses your imagination and multidimensional consciousness to bring an experience that is of benefit to you in some way. And sometimes these are healing. Sometimes you can receive messages and gifts or insights. Okay, so everyone is different. And sometimes I receive a little bit of information before the meditation, but in effect, what you experience as I guide you through the meditation is what I'm shown at the time. Okay, so it's channeled, or it's my own experience that I am speaking out loud, but it is for the collective synergistic consciousness, i.e. those who will be engaging with this meditation at some point. Okay, so for these, it's best if you lie down so that you can be really deeply in that space, or sitting and lying, but just so that you can really relax and be in your heart center. And as I said, sometimes I get a little indication of what this is about. And it's the Orkney Seals have really been calling me for the past couple of days. And the Orkney Seals, I often work with them around grief, sorrow, sadness, that sense of floundering and not being able to move forward in some way. So it's also to support you with that letting go. And they are just so beautiful. I've worked with them in a couple of ways, which I'll explain in the description box below. So if you'd like to get yourself comfortable, I do a short form of opening space so I can bring you into a sacred space that's sacred and safe for this process. Okay. So just allowing yourself to relax, just getting really comfortable and allowing wherever you're sitting or lying to just really hold you and support you. And just taking some deep breaths into your heart, allowing anything that's coming between you and the present moment, anything that might be distracting you, just acknowledge it and allow it to drift on by. Let it go like clouds in the sky. And then bring that breath down into your belly, just allowing yourself to relax even more and sink more deeply into where you're sitting or lying. And then bring your breath all the way down to your feet until your whole body is breathing. I welcome the spirits of the north and the power of air. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. I welcome the spirits of the east and the power of fire. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. And I welcome the spirits of the south and the power of water. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it safe. And I welcome the spirits of the west. And I welcome the power of love. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. And I welcome the spirits of above. I welcome you, Divine Masculine, Father Sun, Father Sky, the Star Nations. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it safe. And I welcome the spirits of below, the Divine Feminine. I welcome Mother Earth, the elemental kingdoms, the tree beings, the stone beings. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it safe. And I welcome the spirits of the center. I welcome our hearts, who are all connected through the one heart. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space. Welcome, Creator. I thank you for coming and holding the peace, harmony, and balance. Thank you for coming. May you welcome your guides, whether they are angels, your ancestors, if you have shamanic guides, power animals, whoever you work with. And if you're not actively working with any guides at the moment, just know that you do have guides. We all have guides in the other realms. They're supporting us. So welcome them. And if you're not familiar with working in this way, you may sense them. We all have guides that we don't know. So just taking that deep breath with your whole body breathing. Breathing into your heart. And then allowing a cord to drop from your heart down through your lower chakras, down through your feet, into the earth, through the layers of the earth, all the way into our crystalline core. And then with permission and gratitude, connecting into her crystalline core in whichever way feels suitable for you. Okay. And then breathing that beautiful crystalline energy back up through that cord, back up through the layers of the earth, out of the earth, back up through your feet, through your lower chakras, and into your heart, feeling your heart fill with Mother Earth's beautiful crystalline energy. And feeling that heart-to-heart connection with Mother Earth, that groundedness, And then allowing that energy to flow out from your heart into your physical body, down to the cellular level, the subatomic levels, clearing, cleansing, and purifying everything and anything that isn't yours, and anything and everything that no longer serves you. You may breathe that down, that cord back to Mother Earth, and she will help you to transmute that. Or if not, send it back up to Source, whichever feels right for you in this moment. And then again, allowing that energy to flow out from your physical body into your energetic fields, your aura, clearing, cleansing, and purifying anything that no longer serves you. And again, breathing that out, either down to Mother Earth, allowing her to transmute that, or back to Source, whichever feels right. So just feeling the clarity now in your physical and spiritual and energetic fields, and that frequency helps to hold you in this lovely bubble of light that is protective. Just coming back to your breath. Just allowing yourself to relax, allowing yourself to even more deeply rest into where you're sitting or lying. Allowing your breath to find its own rhythm. Start to become aware that you're in this watery environment. And that you can breathe. And you're not finding it cold. It's as if it's natural for you, even though you're still in human form. And it's that murky color of the sea, you know, that greeny, grainy, bluey color of the deep sea on a cloudy day. And you're treading the water. Become aware of how that water feels around you and on your skin. Salty quality of that. And it also represents our emotions, so it has a really strong connection with our emotional body and how we're feeling. But not just how we're feeling, what we might be picking up from the collective, from our family, from our friends, or through the internet. Especially when there's a lot of shared confusion and disbelief, cognitive dissonance, grief, sorrow, all those various emotions to shocking news or responses. Maybe this is something more personal loss. Whether that's in whatever way that might be, a relationship, in the form of a relationship, or a job, or a dream. Maybe you experienced many over the past months. So really feel into any areas where you might be holding that sense of loss. As you're floating, like treading water in this sea environment, maybe there's some sunlight coming through the water. Maybe you can hear sounds in the water. There's kelp. Can you see the kelp growing up around you, the kelp forests? It really help support that softening. And with that softening, that allowing that expansion and release, where you're still holding areas of tension. So just allowing yourself to breathe. Becoming aware of those sadder feelings, sorrows, disappointments. Just all the time allowing yourself to breathe deeply. And the seals, you start to become aware of the seals. See one to start off with, who comes towards you with some curiosity. And then you notice there's another two, maybe more. There's one that comes towards you face on, and the others sort of like gather around your side, maybe behind you. But it just feels like the most natural thing in the world, like you've been here before. And they start moving around you. You notice what they're doing is they're connecting with you energetically. Those big luminous eyes, that empathy that they carry. And also they're masters with DNA as well. So they can also work at the epigenetic level. So they're telling me that this is also around ancestral grief, ancestral trauma, or the grief that comes from the ancestral traumas that has been carried, and sorrows. So they're connecting in with that. They're opening up those lineages, those lines through your DNA. They might not just be your blood ancestors, they may be your spiritual ancestors and other forms of ancestry as well. So you may have the sense of this opening that's happening as they work on these lineages through your DNA. And it just feels really gentle. It's almost like floating in a warm bath, not like the North Sea at all. So they're still moving around you, also working through your energetic fields. Feel they're working a lot through your limbic system, through your head chakras and energy centers. You know, really helping with that sense of floundering that we connected to at the beginning. That sense of getting caught up in the confusion of not knowing how to respond or to do something, what to do. You may find, like, as this starts to clear and clarify, you get the sense that there's more light coming through the water, but the water's starting to sparkle. It's almost like lots of diamonds all around you. It's really, really starting to sparkle. It's beautiful blue, white, sparkling of the water that's coming in. You may feel tingling. And this beautiful sort of fluid crystalline energy is coming in to replace that which has been removed at the DNA level, bringing more clarity. Yeah, bringing clarity. This isn't about bypassing how you're feeling. but it's so that how you're feeling doesn't make you stuck. Okay, so that you can still move on and move through those feelings. You may also sense anything that's come up in this meditation transmission. You may sense that that's starting to dissolve, to expand, to be lifted out. And then start to feel that energy almost like spiraling around you from above, spiraling around you all the way down. And this looks like a DNA helix. So this is also activating some of the dormant DNA. Bring any gifts and activate something, gifts and knowledge that will support you with moving through this, or just bringing you that wisdom that may be supportive at this time, those remembrances. And maybe the seals will transmit that to you, what that represents. But I'm also feeling the dolphins. There's a dolphin coming in as well, which is bringing, a different frequency. A little bit of fun, joy, curiosity, something for your inner child. It's like, how can we balance both? Moving through sorrow and grief, and yet within that still experiencing moments of joy, happiness, delight, being able to hold both. The dolphin also swims around you. The seals are still present, but they just move back to allow the dolphin to come in. And off she goes. It's almost like you get a view of her jumping over the surface of the water, even though you're still below the water. Seals coming closer. It's like they're just around you, holding space. Just allowing this to complete. And they transmit some final messages for you. Maybe offering them gratitude and thanks. Just allowing the sparkling and any tingling to integrate and settle. Okay. They're now wrapping you with kelp. They're just to really, it's like they're cocooning you in this beautiful, soft, mucilage, if you like, that kelp is. Okay. So it'll just help you to integrate. And it's almost it's almost holding the sunshine in it as well. So it looks beautiful. It's beautiful green mucilage jelly like. It smells like the sea, so very cleansing and purifying. So that cocoon will be there to support you with integrating. Yeah. So again, thank you. And coming back to your breath. Just becoming aware that your breath is moving you out of the sea, back to where you're lying or sitting, becoming aware of pressure of where you're sitting and lying against your seat or back. Just feeling it there, supporting you. Feeling that heart-to-heart connection with Mother Earth grounding you. Feeling your breath moving through your body. And you want to wriggle your fingers and your toes. Feeling the clothes on your skin, the air on your skin, the temperature of the room that you're in, the sounds that you can hear around. And you're able to move your shoulders and your neck, just getting your body moving, getting that blood to flow. And last, you want to rub your hands together before you open your eyes and place the palms of your hands over your eyes, and then just gently, with a soft focus, bring your vision back into the room. Just if you're very sensitive to light, you just be very, very careful. Staying connected to the sensations that this journey has left in your body, staying connected to those so that they can continue to integrate. Okay, when you're ready, you may want to sit up and drink some water. Just take it easy. And I'm going to close space. I close the gateways to the north, and I thank the spirits of the north and the power of there. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it safe. I close the gateways to the east, and I thank the spirits of the east and the power of fire. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it safe. I close the gateways to the south, and I thank the spirits of the south, and I thank the power of water. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it safe. I close the gateways to the west, and I thank the spirits of the west, and I thank the power of earth. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. I close the gateways to the above, and I thank the Divine Masculine. I thank Father Sun, Father Sky. I thank you for coming. I thank the Star Nations. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it safe. And I close the gateways to the below. And I thank the spirits of the below. I thank Divine Feminine. I thank Mother Earth. I thank the elementals, the tree beings, the stone beings. I thank you. And thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it safe. And I thank the spirits of the center, and I close the gateways to the center. And I thank our hearts who are all connected through the one heart. And I thank Creator. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred and holding the balance, peace, and harmony. Thank you. And thanking the seals and the dolphin. Thanking you for coming and supporting us on this journey. And thanking our guides. We now release our guides from supporting us on this journey here today. Thank you, thank you. Space is now closed. So thank you for joining me today. I'll leave a few comments below, maybe some things to help you further with the integration and for reflections on what may have come up for you. You're welcome to return to this any other time. There's also other meditations that I do. This one's also connected with a quantum energy packet that I'll put a link into. It's also connected with Sacred Earth Essence called November's Rose, which isn't in my shop yet. But yeah, I love working with the Orkney Seals. They are such beautiful beings. So I hope you received much pleasure from working with them, and that sort of soothing and really sending you much love from my heart to you.